Notice where your breath goes when you hear the word abundance. Does something in your chest open slightly, or does something tighten? That small, involuntary reaction tells you exactly where you actually are, beneath everything you've been saying you believe. If it tightened, stay here. This was made for you. There is a particular kind of person who finds their way to content like this. They are not lazy. They are not lacking in faith. They are, in fact, the ones who have taken it most seriously, who studied, who listened, who shifted their thinking, who did the inner work with a consistency that most people never manage. And yet abundance, the real, embodied daily experience of it, still feels like something that lives slightly ahead of them, close enough to feel, far enough to ache. That gap has a name, and it's not resistance, and it's not limiting beliefs, and it's not vibration. It's something quieter and more specific than any of those words. It's the habit of preparing to receive, endlessly, without ever arriving at the moment of receiving itself. Think about what a seed actually requires to become what it's meant to be. Not effort, not supervision, not daily checking to confirm it's still there. It requires the right conditions, soil, water, dark, and then it requires being left alone to do what it already knows how to do. Every time a hand reaches into that soil to confirm progress, the roots are disturbed. The checking is the interruption. You have planted more than you know. You have been reaching into the soil every morning. There was a man, a contractor, practical, not someone who would have described himself as spiritual, who came to a session not because he believed in it, but because he had run out of other options. For 3 years his business had been one step from breakthrough. New clients would appear and then stall. Opportunities would open and then close for reasons he couldn't predict or prevent. He said, "I've done everything a person is supposed to do. I don't understand the wall." What came back from the deeper level was this: he does not believe he is allowed to have it easy. Somewhere very early, he was taught that things of value only come through struggle. So when ease appears, when a door opens without resistance, something in him creates friction, because ease feels like a trick. He is not blocked from abundance. He is blocking it at the moment it arrives, because it doesn't feel like it cost enough. He was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "My father used to say that anything that comes easily isn't worth having." I've been living inside that sentence my whole life. 3 months later, he reported that 2 contracts he'd been pursuing for over a year had both closed within the same week. Not because he'd pushed harder, but because he'd stopped making ease into evidence of danger. The universe does not operate on a system where abundance is rationed. It is not a resource that runs low. It is not withheld from people who haven't suffered enough to deserve it. Those ideas that you must earn it, wait for it, prove yourself ready for it, are not cosmic law. They are inherited instructions. And inherited instructions can be examined, questioned, and set down. The deepest levels of human consciousness, when accessed across thousands of people, have never returned the message that a soul must struggle to be provided for. What they return consistently is this: abundance is the natural condition. Scarcity is the story layered on top of it. The work is to stop telling the story that it isn't already here. There is a specific misunderstanding about gratitude that keeps people circling the same place for years. Gratitude aimed at the future is still a form of reaching, a signal sent towards something not yet present. Real gratitude starts from the recognition that something is already present, already given, already woven into the fabric of what this moment is. A woman who had been working through years of financial difficulty described the shift this way. She said, "I stopped asking for abundance and started noticing it. A friend paid for her coffee. A parking space appeared when she was late. Her landlord gave her a week's extension without being asked. None of it was large. All of it was there." She said, "I had been staring so hard at the large thing I was waiting for that I'd been standing in abundance for months without registering it. Once I registered the small things, the large things started moving. What you acknowledge, you amplify." Here is something to carry when this ends. Find a quiet place. Sit down and let your hands rest, open on your knees. Take 3 long breaths, not to calm down, not to prepare, just to arrive in this moment fully. Then ask yourself, without judgment, what has already arrived that I haven't fully received? Not what you're waiting for. What is already here, the kindness, the small opening, the thing that showed up without the struggle you expected it to require. Sit with whatever arises. Don't evaluate it or rank it. Just let it be real. Then say quietly, I am someone abundance moves toward. I don't have to chase what is already coming. Feel what shifts in your chest when you say it. Something will. The shift is the recognition of a truth that was always there, waiting for you to stop looking past it. For the rest of the day, every time you catch yourself calculating how far away something is, pause. Breathe once, and ask, where is it already present? Abundance is already here. It has always been here. You have been looking at the door so intently, waiting, that you haven't noticed the warmth present since before you started waiting. You don't need to go and get it. You only need to stop leaving.